In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use your podcast to make $1,000 a month, even if you have a small audience. Whether you started your podcast as a passion project or as part of your business marketing, at the end of this video, you'll walk away with a plan of action and super motivated to start making money with your show. And if you don't have a podcast yet, I'll advise you to keep watching because starting a podcast with these money-making strategies in place is the best thing you can do to monetize faster. We also have a free training where we teach you how to podcastingsmart.com. Hello, I'm Veronica, and I'm part of the PodSound School team, where we teach you how to make content that generates leads and makes money. We specialize in podcasting and video podcasting. So if this is your jam, hit the subscribe button so you can keep coming back to me. Okay, are you ready? Let's get to the first lucrative way of making money with your podcast, and that's brand sponsorships. Brands and businesses these days pay top dollars to put their products and services in front of specific audiences. Currently, we're seeing a shift where big and small businesses are investing more money in sponsoring independent podcasters like you and me instead of spending money on traditional forms of advertisement like paid ads, because independent creators have a closer relationship with their audiences. They've been building trust and nurturing their relationship with their listeners and followers by posting content and showing up consistently. Even more so if you have a podcast. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Having 1,000 podcast listeners is more powerful than having 1,000 followers on social media when it comes to monetizing your audience. Why is that, Veronica? Because, my friend, it all comes down to attention. For how long and how frequent can you keep your audience's attention? Attention is currency these days. People get lost on their smartphones, sometimes going back and forth between apps and tapping on notifications. That is becoming increasingly hard for brands to keep the attention of their target audience for more than a few seconds. Unlike social, keeping listeners hooked for the duration of an entire episode. So if you have an audience of 200 listeners who share similar characteristics and traits because they are super niched, your conversion rate can be potentially higher than an Instagram creator with thousands of followers who are not niched. And when I'm talking about conversion rates, I'm talking about the percentage of your listeners who would become clients or purchase something from you. Also, very important is to have an engaged audience. You may not know all of your listeners, but they feel like they know you. This is called parasocial relationship. Podcast listeners develop a close relationship with their favorite host and follow more recommendations and suggestions. This is why you might be sitting on a gold mine of opportunities without even knowing. So what do I do, Veronica? Start reaching out to brands and businesses that would be interested in putting their products and services in front of your audience. Find the contact information for their marketing department and shoot that person a DM or an email telling them about your podcast and your interest in creating episodes highlighting their products. Be thoughtful and clear in your communication and highlight how excited you are to introduce your product or service to your audience. Also, don't forget to include your podcast analytics and use the same argument I presented about why you have a small but mighty audience. You can condense all of this information into a one sheet or media kit. By the way, let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to make a video about how to create a media kit. I have reached out to brands personally, and even the ones who have said no at the beginning have come back later because by reaching out, I put myself on their radar for future opportunities. So don't wait any longer. Make a list of potential brands you will love to work with and reach out. Before you reach out, however, make sure that you have your audience's best interest in mind. You have worked very hard to develop your trust with your listeners, so only reach out to brands with products and services that can benefit your audience and that you have tried personally or are excited to try. And if you keep watching, I have a cool surprise at the end of this video that will get you started sending those emails. Also, when you land your first sponsor, don't forget to add disclaimers about your collaboration so you are in compliance with federal law. I have an episode on our podcast, Content Jefe, where I talk about how to stay in compliance with the FTC when you're creating sponsored content. I'll add the link to the episode in the description, or you can click on this eye thingy right here to go watch it. Another lucrative way to make money from your podcast is by packaging and selling your intellectual property online. This sounds more complicated than it is. Let me simplify it. You identify a problem your audience has, and you create a solution so they can go from point A to point B. You may be doing this already with your business. Maybe you have a digital course or an ebook you're selling to your audience. If this is the case, I want you to create a special offer only for your podcast listeners, adding more value in the form of a one-on-one coaching session or a mastermind or a more intimate event. I can guarantee you already have people in your audience that are willing to pay more to get more value out of you because you've been building that relationship with your listeners. The exciting thing is that maybe you're already doing this with your podcast. You have a good amount of episodes under your belt, so you are very aware of the struggles your listeners have and the things that they need help with. The only thing you have to do now with your expertise is to create a solution for their particular problem. This is exactly what we did when we launched our podcast. After a while, we realized that people in our audience needed help with audio production and marketing. We simplified and streamlined both of these things for them and created a program with an easy-to-follow framework to record, edit, and launch a podcast, and it has been our best-selling course since. So, what do? Make a list of the problems you identify from your audience. If you don't know, find a way to gather this information by creating a Google form or survey and add a little reward or incentive for those who take the time to provide the answers. After you have gathered a list of problems your audience has, start brainstorming ideas about how you can provide a solution. If you have experience in the subject, you can create and package the solution in an online course, coaching session, ebook, or downloadable audio or video. Then you can create a sales page, set up a form of payment, and a way to give your audience access to the digital product. I personally have purchased courses, ebooks, and templates created and recommended by podcast hosts of my favorite shows. We have made thousands of dollars in our business just by packaging intellectual property and solving problems for our students and clients. Now, here's a caveat. Creating online courses or putting together a coaching program takes time and effort. But after you have created it, this will become a very lucrative way of making money online. And my friend, this is the definition of passive income. You put a lot of work up front creating the digital product, sales pages, marketing emails, and setting up your funnel. But then you sit down and watch sales come in as your audience and influence grow. And another fun way of making passive income with your podcast is through affiliate marketing. And it's as easy as adding a link to the description of your episodes. Affiliate marketing is a very easy way to start making money. The way it works is instead of advertising and selling your own intellectual property, you sell other people's services or products for a commission. The money you make from affiliations will grow as your audience grows. We started making very little money with our affiliations, and now we make thousands in affiliate money every year. So Veronica, how do I start? Well, first, make a list of services and products you know your audience loves. Then reach out to companies to see if they have an affiliate program or a commission-based sales program and ask how you can sign up for it. When you sign up as an affiliate, you get a unique link that tracks your sales. At the end of a period or when you reach a certain amount of money, you get your commissions directly into your bank account. Affiliate commissions rank from 5% to 20%, but always explore the possibility of negotiating a little bit more with the brand. The worst case scenario is that they tell you no, but you sign up for it anyway. Remember that there are hidden opportunities only for those who dare to ask. Another good place to start is Amazon. You can sign up for the Amazon Associate Program so you can start earning commissions every time your audience buys something you recommended from Amazon. Or if you already have a social media following, you can sign up for the Influencer Program so you can have your own storefront with products you recommend from Amazon. Amazon makes it super easy to sign up for their Associates Program to earn commissions for the products your audience purchases using your unique link. The good thing about Amazon is that they carry all kinds of products and you earn a commission from anything they add to the shopping cart using your link. Cool, right? If you have an interview podcast and your guest has a product or service they want to promote on your show, you can ask if they can get you a commission for helping them sell their stuff. And you can also ask for a discount for your audience. And then the next thing to do is to talk about the product or service in your episodes. And this is very important. When you do, don't forget to add a disclaimer informing your audience that you are earning a commission for each purchase they make using that unique link. Your listeners will appreciate you are being transparent and also feel like they are helping the show by using your unique link. And listen, every single one of your podcast episodes or any content that you post online should include your affiliate links. And your episodes should always include a call to action inviting your listeners to go to the episode's description. Another way to make money if you have an engaged audience is by posting premium content directly to Spotify and Apple Podcasts. As part of initiatives to help podcast creators to make money with their content, Apple Podcasts and Spotify created a way to allow premium and bonus content behind a paywall so your listeners can listen to exclusive content for a monthly subscription fee. Before having any of these options directly on the platforms, podcast creators were using other platforms like Patreon to upload and distribute premium content. And although Patreon offers other features to engage with your subscribers to premium content like live video and an interface where you can reply to comments, if you are only offering premium content in audio form, uploading your premium episodes directly to Apple Podcasts may be a better option for you. Another reason why offering premium content directly on Apple Podcasts is a great option is that your listeners can subscribe with a click of a button. Most Apple users have a form of payment attached to their Apple ID to purchase apps or are already paying for another subscription. Listeners don't have to leave the app and go to a browser and open a page and create an account and add their credit card information to enjoy premium episodes. They can do it right there on the app. To start offering subscriptions, the only thing you need to do is to create an account with Apple Podcast Connect. If you don't have one already, join the Apple Podcaster program and follow the instructions to set up your subscriptions. The good news is that you can keep using your current host for free content and use Apple Podcast Connect to upload your bonus or premium content. Spotify also allows podcast creators to offer paid subscriptions directly on its platform. Unlike Apple Podcasts, you must host your show on Anchor.fm to access this feature. Anchor is a free podcast hosting site owned by Spotify. So what do? So look at your show analytics and see where most of your listeners come from. If most of your listeners are listening on Apple Podcasts, then uploading premium or bonus content is what you should do. Another income stream you can explore is running ads on your podcast episodes. If you have a small audience, running ads on your episodes may not be as lucrative. However, some ad placement companies don't even consider your podcast if you don't have thousands of downloads. Ad rates usually range from $15 to $50 CPM for a 60-second ad. CPM stands for cost per mile, meaning that for every 1,000 downloads you get on one of your episodes, you get between $15 to $50. This can seem so unattainable and out of reach if you're only getting 200 downloads per episode. I understand. But if you have a super niche audience, you don't have to wait until you hit those numbers to reach out to businesses in your industry and offer them an ad spot in your show. Well, set a reasonable fee for your pre-roll, mid-roll, and post-roll slots. These are the places where ads are usually placed. Remember that mid-rolls are typically higher in price because this is where your audience is engaged the most in the episode. So price your ad spots accordingly. Write a proposal template describing your audience in detail, your show analytics, your audience retention, and if you have data about your conversion rate, add it to the proposal. and send it directly to companies in your industry. And this takes me to another way you can make ad money with your podcast, and that is YouTube. If subscribers on your channel, you can sign up for the YouTube Partner Program and set up your channel, allowing YouTube to run ads automatically on your videos. I know many creators posting their podcasts on YouTube that are making thousands of dollars a month in ad revenue. And if you don't know what it takes to create a video podcast and you want to create one, we have a playlist right here with videos showing you how we do it. And besides making ad revenue, you can also ask for donations. It is as easy as asking your audience to click on the Super Thanks button right here, and they'll be able to adjust how much money they want to donate. You can record your podcast live and enable Super Chat so people can donate to your show. You can also make money on YouTube by creating a channel membership where members can make recurring monthly payments in exchange for special perks that you offer, or you can offer cute merch right here on your channel so fans can browse and buy products from your store here on YouTube. And as I promised at the beginning of the video, and because you're such a good student and you're here with me, I created a downloadable PDF with all of the information I cover in this video and more resources for you. You can find the link by going to the description box right here. And helping you find a way to make money with your content is what I feel most passionate about. This is why I curated this playlist with all of the videos where I talk about how to make money with your podcast and how to make money online. You don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Go watch it.